Good, just barely afternoon. Just went past noon. It's, I think it went past noon. Yep, just barely. It's November the, oh, it's December. I know that. December the 13th. It's a Tuesday. I have reason to go downtown, so that's where we're headed. It's about minus 12, 11, not so bad. Um, Supposed to be a lot of snow coming tomorrow. We'll see. I'm going to take my hood down on the theory that it's warm enough, and if it's cold, I'll put it back up again. It's cloudy. Bit of frost on the trees you can see up there to give it that extra wintry look. I did find my proper mic. Apparently yesterday's walk had all sorts of mic problems, and I think that means my wired mic is completely shot. Well, I'm doing some editing tasks today, trying to clear the decks for writing. I gotta get to writing. And publishing stuff. Announced a new acquisition by Shadowpop Press Reprise, my imprint that publishes new editions of notable previously published work. It's a series of books, 3-book series called Canadian Chills by Arthur Slade, spooky middle grade stories. Not the same characters in each book, but 3 scary stories. Return of the Grudstone Ghosts, Ghost Hotel, and Invasion of the IQ Snatchers are the 3 books. They'll be coming out sometime in 2023. Might be almost a year, but I'll get them out. That's kind of what I was working on this morning. Must have done other stuff, editing. I did that. Hi, Kirk in Vancouver. Oh, one good thing that happened is that another book I just put out through Shadowpaw Press Reprise, The Crow Who Tempered with Time, is finally properly available on Amazon. Cleared through their copyright rights process. They were a little concerned because there was a previous edition, and I had to prove that I had the right to. The house continues to come along, although nobody's working on it today. I had to prove that I had the rights to republish it, which I do. Anyway, got settled. So now if you order it on Amazon, you'll get it before Christmas. Still. It's a collection of essays on matters spiritual and philosophical and related to nature and all that good stuff. I really quite enjoyed them, and I'll be publishing his second collection of essays, Backwater Mystic Blues, also in 2023. He has a third collection, Bendy's Moon, which is just out now from Thistledown Press, who also published these other 2 originally. So, yeah. And I'm already regretting putting down my hood, so I think I'll put it back up again. See if I can button it up without too much trouble. It's not that it's cold by, Saskatchewan standards, but it is cold, and it's a bit windy, especially as I come to this corner, so the hood actually seems like a good idea. Again, this is usually about a 20-minute walk, and they'll be roughly the same coming back. Actually, it didn't stay snapped. I must have snapped it to the wrong thing. Is that what I did? That's exactly what I did. I snapped my hood to the wrong snap. I thought that felt weird. There's about 4 snaps. 2 of them are on the hood, 2 of them are on the coat. And I occasionally hit the wrong one when I'm trying to do it with my hand here, which I'm trying to do as quickly as possible so I don't freeze my fingers off. We'll go this way just because I missed the light anyway. Exciting little detour. Yeah, the wind is fairly sharp. Wind chill is more like minus 18 or 20, so even though it's only minus 11 or so, it's cold enough with the wind in your face. And as usual, I will let the lights determine when I cross Albert Street here. Again, that's a Royal Saskatchewan Museum building now, but it was the original Saskatchewan Government Telephones building. Leopold's Tavern up here, which I don't go into very often. It's just too small and noisy for my purposes. So I'm usually looking for someplace I can write. Specs here is a high-end glasses store. I have frames from there on my best pair of reading glasses. Oh, did I forget my reading glasses? That would be miserable if I did. I have a bad feeling that I did. It's not that I can't get by without them, but it won't be much fun. Oh well, I can blow up the size of the screen, I guess, if I have to. I don't even have my fold-up ones in my pocket that I usually have. It's tempting to go back for them, but not really. If I went back now, I wouldn't keep going downtown. They'd just call it quits. So I will struggle through if I did forget them. I'm not 100% sure I did. I just have this nagging feeling I may have. Very gray. The streets aren't particularly attractive because they're kind of half melted, so they're all kind of slicey and brown. If you get the amount of snow they're talking about tomorrow, I'll probably be walking in a snowstorm if I walk tomorrow. City Hall over there in the distance. We'll be walking right by it at some point. Still wondering what's happening here. They painted this. They've done some other work too, so I think it must be going to be reopening. It still says bodega on it. It has some new stuff there, some new barriers and things, so I hope it reopens and I hope it's good. It's very handy to our house, and often if I'm, like my wife's away and I'm just going out to eat, that's often been my first choice because it's easy to get to, easy walking distance. But it's been closed for quite a while now. Looks like we will cross here, I guess. Don't very often hit this light just right for crossing. So that being the case, we'll just carry on down 14th here. Get away from Albert Street. even lies the snow on the sidewalks of Regina. At one point, this was a vegetarian restaurant. Not anymore. I think the first vegetarian restaurant I ever ate in. I don't seek it out, vegetarian restaurants, but I don't mind vegetarian if it's good. Anyway, this is now a beauty salon kind of place, I think. Yeah, I'd say so. Actually, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to zigzag my way up to Victoria Avenue in the hotel. Open Skies Therapy. I never thought of Open Skies books. I need a new name for this hybrid publishing company. Maybe we'll go down the alley. I don't do that very often. I want to start, where people actually pay me for my publishing skills. Separate from Shadowpaw Press, where I publish things because I think they deserve to be published. And I hope to make money just from the sales of those things. Hybrid publishing, people pay you for your publishing services. There's still a royalty basis, and it's still selective, but not in the same way. I was going to walk through there, but there's no sidewalk, so I guess not. This, yeah, I'm back on the, Roger, I'm back on my good mic. I found it. So I got rid of the wireless one, the wired one that I've used for a long time. I think the wire must have broken inside the insulation. Listening to the sounds I was getting, all that crackling and popping. So that's the old Y directly ahead of us, where I used to go to work out, but not for some time now, and it's not a Y anymore, so I'll never go there again. It's being turned into some sort of health clinic. There's a big sign on it to that effect. Down one end anyway. Maybe not on this side, but down at the other end to my left, there was a sign. Oh yeah, there it is. Health Center, coming soon. The Nest, it says. I don't know quite what to make of this place. Henry II. Henry Ripplinger's place is down the street. And this is like a place for special events, but I don't know if it's been used anytime recently. I've certainly never seen anything in there. One more block will take us up to, sorry, I seem to be pointing at the ground, will take us up to Victoria here. And then just a couple of blocks to the hotel, and that will be part one of the walk. Gold building there is SGI, Saskatchewan Government Insurance. Again, there's City Hall. Courthouse to my left. There, see? The Nest Health Center. nesthealth.ca, coming soon. Should look it up, see what it's all about. Dr. McMillan, who's been my doctor since I moved here in 1988, is finally retiring. which means I'm embarking on the search for a new doctor, and they're not easy to come by. So I don't want to be stuck in the position of just going to health clinics when I have some problem. So I still have time, but not a lot of it, to find somebody before he's officially retired. Do you have a lead or two? If you're from Regina and you know your doctor is taking new patients, drop me a line. I was hoping Dr. McMillan would find somebody to take over his practice, but apparently that didn't happen. So there's a whole bunch of his patients that are kind of in that boat. Although I know he hasn't been taking new patients for a while. I suspect he's thinned out his clientele. Not that sounds bad for a doctor. I mean, over time, his clientele has thinned out. It was a passive process, not anything he did actively. Knox Metropolitan United Church. They're having Carol Festival this year. I wonder. I don't know. Of course, we had a concert on Sunday. Wascana Voices, my choir that I sing with, and I couldn't put a link because of the settings they have on it, but if you look up Wascana Voices channel on YouTube, you can watch the entire concert. It's called Legacies of Light. Oh, here's my favorite entrance on the Valkyrie there. Followed by First Baptist Church. This is an easy street to cross because it's one way. There's nobody coming. We don't have to worry about the lights. Matching orange going in opposite directions. Hayward Tower up there where my optometrist used to be, but now they're on the ground floor. Not far away, just around the corner from there. I miss being able to look out from the 17th floor windows and glory in my new improved vision as I looked out over the countryside. Victoria Park, of course, with the cenotaph at its center. This is the Land Titles Building, home to the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame. And that's the hotel on the next block, and that will be my hotel, my destination. The Star is My Destination, the famous science fiction novel. Alfred Best, I think that was. That title, it's always stuck with me. The Star is My Destination. I don't know if it's a literary reference or even before that it might be. Okay, well, we'll stop up here once we get to the entrance. And that'll be it for part one. Just under 20 minutes as usual. Right here, we will stop. And thanks for walking with me. I'll be back later. Bye for now.